Hey there, history buffs! Did you know there's a country in Africa whose capital is named after a US president, where the streets echo with American names, and the flag looks almost like a sibling to the Stars and Stripes? Let's dive into the fascinating, often overlooked connection between the United States and Liberia. So, picture this. It's the early 1800s. The American Colonization Society, a group in the US, is looking for a place where freed African American slaves could start anew. With support from leaders like James Monroe, they found a home on Africa's west coast. In 1822, freed slaves and liberated Africans started settling there. By 1847, Liberia proudly declared its independence, the first African republic to do so. Monrovia, Liberia's capital, is named after President Monroe. Walk its streets and you'll see names straight out of US history. Even their main hospital is called the John F. Kennedy Medical Center. And get this, Liberia's flag? Designed by 7 women all born in America, 11 stripes, 1 white star, just like a nod to its US roots. What's really wild is that for over a century, descendants of the original settlers, called Americo-Liberians, pretty much ran the country. Of Liberia's 26 presidents, 10 were actually born in the US. That era ended in 1980 with a violent coup, but the American influence still lingers in everything from politics to everyday life. English is the official language, and if you listen closely, you'll hear a hint of an American accent in Liberia. President Joseph Boakai, for example, speaks English fluently, though his mother tongue is Kissi. Not long ago, former US President Donald Trump even praised Boakai's English, a moment that sparked a whole debate about US-Liberian ties and some cringe-worthy misunderstandings. Liberia is also famous for being home to Africa's first elected female president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. A Harvard grad, Nobel Peace Prize winner, and a champion for women's rights, she helped guide the country through some seriously tough times. And here's a wild sports connection. Timothy Weah, star player for the U.S. national soccer team and Juventus, is the son of George Weah, another former Liberian president and football legend. Liberia's even got business links. The world's largest single rubber plantation, run by Firestone since 1926, is still the country's biggest private employer, though it hasn't been without controversy. So next time you see Liberia on the map, remember, it's not just another country in Africa. It's a nation whose story is deeply intertwined with America's own history, a living legacy of hope, struggle, and shared dreams. If you want to learn more quirky history connections like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.